Welcome back, everybody. I am DJ Riley, one of the hosts from Boys on the Bench, and I am back with my top 3 NBA picks. I hope you have had a wonderful Memorial Day, a lot better than these Indiana Pacer fans, but it's okay. We won't necessarily go into that too much. Anyways, though, before I jump into this, make sure you're all subscribing to this channel. Also subscribing to my personal page as well. That is linked in the description below. I will be dropping a video there every single day as well on this page as well. So make sure you're subscribing to both and getting the most out of this daily grind fantasy optimizer tool, which you will hear me reference today. We are a positive EV betting channel. So really, it's really a betting strategy that's proven to be very profitable long term, and that's why we've stuck with it for so long. And honestly, the greatest thing is if we look over here at Daily Grind Fantasy, they've just released one of the best things ever on their website, right? They've been now here where you can just click the button of bet on PrizePicks and it goes ahead and makes that slip instantly for you. And that's an absolute game changer because you used to have to look at each individual bet and go through there and put each individual one in. Now, if you hit bet on PrizePicks, it goes ahead and creates that slip for you, and then you just enter your fee, and then that's all you really have to do. And that's it, right? So anyways, though, I have a 25% discount code for you. If you use Bench, you get 25% off of your first month. So make sure you are jumping on that because, again, this single tool right here will make sure that you are getting the most bang for your buck. But anyways, though, going into my first picks for today, if we hop over here to PrizePicks, you can see here the first bet that I am making here is this Rudy Gobert under 11.5 points, Daniel Gafford going over 7.5 rebounds, and then lastly, Derrick Jones Jr. going under 11.5 points plus assists. Now, the reason that I'm taking these certain bets is because Daily Grind Fantasy is telling me that this is what I need to do. So we're looking at this first one here, Rudy Gobert going under 11.5 points. We can see here that that is the first bet that they have here. Now, the good thing about Daily Grind Fantasy, again, is it's not exclusively just PrizePicks. You can see here that they have so many other books and daily fantasy sports sites that you can be using. And right now, PrizePicks has some of the better odds here late at night. But as these games get closer, these percentage odds jump up to 55, 56% odds to hit. So that's why you need to be jumping on this, making sure that you can make any bet that you can that is convenient for you. But nonetheless, Rudy Gobert is that first one. They're saying to take the under 11.5, giving us a 53.1% chance of hitting because all of these sportsbooks are offering the same line at 11.5, but they are heavily favoring it, right? 131, 144, 130, 135, right? Giving us average odds of minus 133, whereas on PrizePicks, we're getting it roughly at minus 119, giving us a big variance between these sportsbooks. And that's exactly why we need to take the under. Now, if you look over here at Outlier as well, look at how Rudy Gobert has done really versus Dallas and over his last 10. He's hit this under in 6 out of his last 10. Now, in this 3-game series so far with Dallas, he's hit the over in 2 out of his last 3, with the last one being the one that he hit the under, also being the game that he also played the less minutes in. And that's most likely due to his foul trouble that he's had here recently. His last 2 games, he's had at least 5 fouls in both of those games, which is, again, why he saw less minutes there, right? So he's definitely found a lot of success versus this Dallas team. But a lot of the books, again, they're agreeing that this play is likely to go under. That's why they're all heavily juicing it, whereas PrizePicks is kind of slow to react right here, indicating that we should probably go ahead and take that under, right? But the next pick that I have for you is this Daniel Gafford over 7.5 rebounds, coming in at 53.11% chance of hitting. And again, every single sports book is coming in at 7.5, with multiple books having their lines set at minus 130 or greater. Couple plays at minus 140 or greater, with minus 142 and minus 150, right? So again, indicating that we should probably take the over with an average juice of minus 132. Checking in what Outlier is giving us here, though, we can see here that Daniel Gafford has really played a lot of the under, but because of Derek Lively's injury, with him already being ruled out for that game, if we see here games without Derek Lively, he has honestly done a lot better in. Looking here, but again, in that game that this last game that he played in Game 3 series, he played 28 minutes. And if we look at games where he even plays 27 minutes, he's hitting this line greatly. And if we can continue to go down to 26, 25, 24, 23, right? So as long as he's getting these high minutes, which I fully expect him to get, we should easily see that he's going to hit that over today versus this Minnesota Timberwolves team. So definitely like for him to go over that 7.5 rebounds, and all of the books very much agree with that as well, heavily juicing these lines. But that does bring us to our last pick here, which is that Derrick Jones Jr. under 11.5 points plus assist, coming in at a 52.89% chance of hitting with an average juice of -130. Not as many sportsbooks are betting on this one, but again, with the books that are, they are again heavily agreeing with setting their lines at -130 and even greater. So if we look at what we're getting from Outlier here as well, we can see that on his points plus assist in the 3 games that he's played versus Minnesota, it was only this one game where he has gone for the over. Now, the thing to note in that game is if we look at his field goals, he really made all of his threes. Shot 3, made 3. And in every single game, that wasn't really the case. That was the first 3 that he's made in that series, right? He shot 5 other attempts, made 0 of them. Whereas in this one, he made all 3 of them, right? So anyways, though, if we can, even with him hitting all 3 of those, he barely cleared this line. So I really love for him to stay under in this game today because, again, all of these sports books are heavily favoriting this tool as well. So anyways, these are my top 3 NBA picks. Make sure you're checking out that Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer tool. That link is in the description below. Use the code BENCH to get 25% off of your first month. Be sure that you can make checking this optimizer tool at your own leisure because these lines are only bumping up. There's a ton of esport plays right now with a 55% odds to hit or better. Also hit the follow on my X channel and subscribe to these 2 channels as well. Anyways, though, let's have a great day tomorrow, and I will see y'all tomorrow as well. Later.